table, waiting to get announced by the moderator. My body was feeling really tense, my palms got sweaty, my heart was beating faster, and my throat got dry. Now, to put this situation into context, this was my first speech at a public speaking club that I attended until a year back. And actually, that was my second attempt, because the first one I skipped due to my fear. Now, some of you probably fear this will be another one of these get out of your comfort zone speeches, but today I actually want to twist it a little. I would like to tell you about some psychological aspects behind fear and how you can use that knowledge to overcome fear. So fear is caused by a stimulus, which can be external, such as a room full of strangers as we have here, or internally, such as a situation you imagine happening. And this stimulus causes a chain reaction in your brain, which then leads to a response in our bodies. An emotion you feel, and a biochemical reaction, such as the sweaty palms and the raised heart rate. Now, fear is nothing bad. It's actually a good thing in a lot of situations. For example, when your mind tells you to avoid the dark alley when you're walking alone at night. But nowadays, fear is often holding us back from developing ourselves and from getting further in life. For instance, having a difficult conversation with someone, or asking out a cute girl or guy, or simply going to an event you really want to go to, but you're just too scared to go by yourself. Now, what's interesting is fear and excitement is basically the same thing. Both trigger the same biochemical reaction in our bodies. Think about that for a moment. The difference is how your brain reacts. So I have an example. Imagine you're standing in line for a roller coaster and you're really excited for the roller coaster. Then your mind would probably go something like, oh wow, this roller coaster looks so amazing, like I cannot wait to ride it. If you're scared, it would be probably more like, oh no way I'm getting on there, this looks really dangerous, what if it breaks? Now, most people, they cannot react how their body feels, and it's really difficult to calm down in these situations. But what everyone can control, with a bit of practice, is what they think and how they act. And this is where a simple yet powerful technique comes in that has helped me personally. So step number one is to pick an anchor thought. An anchor thought is a positive thought related to the action you're about to take, the action you're scared of. So for instance, you're scared of performing on stage, then your anchor thought could be that the audience is cheering in the end of your talk. And step number two is counting from 5 to 0. So counting, you start counting as soon as you feel this emotion of fear in your body. And counting backwards is important because it takes conscious thought and it tells your body, it tells your brain that you're now back in control of thinking rather than your subconsciousness. And then step number 3, concentrate on that anchor thought. So focus on this thought that the people are cheering at you and tell yourself you're excited. You're excited to speak on stage, or you're excited to sing on stage, or whatever it is you're scared of. And what this will do, it will basically tell your brain that you are not scared, but you're actually excited, and you're basically reframing that fear into excitement. So I encourage you, the next time you're about to do something that scares you and fear is holding you back, try out that technique. So first pick an anchor thought, then count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then concentrate on that thought. Because remember, it's all just in your head. Thank you.